Here we go again. More crap that doesn't fit. Wires that are a different colour, well, I'll figure those out, but this should fit in there. Well, they've made this lug too wide, so now I've got to grind this down to make it fit in there. They just couldn't do it, could they? They couldn't make it the right size. So let me do that and get that in position. Alright, so that is ground, and I've now got that in there. The lug, do note that the double black wire goes on there. Again, they've changed the style of bulb, so now I've got to go and buy all new bulbs. Not that I probably wasn't going to anyway, but the original style of bulb was a, let's see if I can show you, was the good old-fashioned miniature Edison screw. Whereas these ones are the pure glass with the 2 bits of wire. Let me show you. So this is the style they now use. Got the 2 little metal pieces, and just line it up, push it in, done. Okay, simple. Maybe that's a half decent modification, but it's surrounded by plastic, not metal. So who knows how long it will last. And also, nobody tells you what wattage it is, so I'm going to have to go and find, I want to say pretty low wattage. I'm going to look at the original ones and see if I can figure out what they are, and then we'll take it from there. But there's a lot further to go on this. I still have these other 2 harnesses and finish off these connections. And one thing I do want to say to you guys, take lots of photographs before you rip this apart. I did, I've got them, I'm using them as reference now. It makes life sort of easier. Oh, and something really aside, see this jar? Let me see, it was originally a orange juice by Tesco's. I've had that probably since I was 17, 18, something like that, and collected bulbs. In fact, there's a really old motorcycle bulb in there. Anybody wants that, let me know, you can have it. But yeah, I'm now 71, and I had this when I was 17. Gosh, isn't it amazing that people say, oh, you keep crap? Well, yeah, but look what it's done. It served me well. I'm sure one day I'll drop it, I hope not, but there you go. You really didn't need to know any of that, did you? Okay, let me continue now to get these wires on. I want to clean this up and see if I can, I've got a zinc coating kit, and I'm going to see if I can clean this up and zinc coat it. But I've got to read the instructions on the zinc coating, because I did it the last time and these went black, so I obviously did something wrong. So I've got to figure that out. Alright, let me get on with this and we'll come back. Okay, voltage stabilizer is now in position. Make sure you get a good earth on that. Part number, by the way, is 148876J, just in case you need that little voltage stabilizer there. And do note they are positive and negative, so you have to make sure you get the right one. This is a negative one, so that's good. I've got these wires now. Not sure where that one goes, I will find that out. But these go onto these 2 terminals here, and then this wire comes around and connects on there. So let me get that done. Here we go again, another little fuck up. Look at these large black bulb holders. Again, as I told you earlier, they've changed the style of bulb. So that's the style, and that's the fat connector. This is a little slim connector, goes in here. They give you a bullet connector. So now what I've got to do is I've got to take this off, put a bullet connector on it, or probably what I'll do is chop this bullet off and see if I can solder it in here and use just this connector. I don't know, I've got to see if I can get this apart. If I can't get this apart, then I'm fucked, aren't I? It's a push and twist. Yeah, I'm not holding out much hope here, guys, so let's have a look and see if I can get it to come out. No, I cannot get that to come out. Because it's crimped over. Alright, I have no choice now. What I have to do is cut this and make a connection to that. I think what I will do is I'm not going to use a connector. I'm going to chop this off, chop this and strip it, solder it together and put some heat shrink on it. That's the correct way to do it. That is what I'm going to do. More Chinese shit. I actually don't know if that was made in China. Alright, so you've got to look out for your wires here. The double black on there and the black on the switch here, which to me is kind of strange, you know, because that's a ground, but maybe that's how it works. It sends a ground to whatever it is that it's switching. And this particular one, what is it? Oh, that's the washers. Alright, and I've got to chop this off. They've given you plenty of length here. Okay, I can't argue with that. I'd like it to be the right length, but it's not going to be, so I'm going to have to chop this off and strip it. And these are kind of a pain in the ass to strip, so I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet. Alright, let's continue connecting, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, I have joined these wires together now. And just a little tip that I discovered on the YouTube video, and I am no soldering expert, or soldering as Americans say. I don't know why. There is a letter L in there, guys. You should pronounce it soldering. Anyway, I could have made these shorter, but the tip, tin the ends before you try and solder them together. So you tin both ends, and that means, you know, you use your little piece of solder and your soldering iron and you just get some solder on it. And providing, and this is important, the copper wire, whatever, is clean, then this will adhere quite nicely. These were slightly blackened and it took a little while for me to get it done. The new wires, it did it instantly. So now these are ready and they slot in the little hole. However, yes, I've left it longer than I needed to, but that doesn't matter. It's going to be hidden back here. I'm still going to get replacement bulbs. See, I can't even get the fucking thing out now. But I promise you they do come out. You just got to get it in the right position. As I said, they're all there ready, baby. Now all you got to do is get it in the right position. You know, because I mean, let's face it, you know, the end's crap. Guess I could do that, and maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. But before I put this panel in, I'm going to check these lights and make sure they work. But anyway, there it is. They go in there, nice and neatly, all done. Just, you know, tuck the wire away. There's plenty of room behind here. Where's my last one? Oh, and this little beastie here. I didn't get it from Harbour Freight, but I know Harbour Freight sell them, and it's great because you can use the little clips to hold things in position whilst you get your wires together. You know, it's the third and fourth hand that you've always wanted. Okay, it comes with a magnifying glass for old farts like me, but I must admit I very rarely use it. I just prefer to squint. So, you know, it holds it neatly and it'll stay still. On the bottom of this I do have a magnet, and I have metal on my bench, so it kind of holds everything still, but that's, you know, your choice. Anyway, so there you go. That's the final one here. Tuck the wire in there neatly. Find out where the fuck that wire goes. I think it probably goes on the back of that gauge, which is not there because that's where the voltmeter is going to go. So, do I have many more connections on here? No, but I do have this, but that's this, and as I mentioned earlier, that is something I need to zinc plate. And then I have to look at this and go, I have 2 more wiring harnesses that came with the kit. Why? What are they for? You can bet your life they're needed. I don't know where, I don't know why, I don't know how, but I better start looking. Oh, now of course I've got to go and get the bulbs. Bugger. I've got to get these 1, 2, 3, 4 bulbs, because there will be one there. So where is the harness? Where's the light for the... Oh, is that it? Ah, there it is. Okay. Alright, so next is to sort out the zinking. I've got to do that before I can do anything else, because I want to get this clamped down. Not sure where this goes. Probably connects to the main harness. So we will see about that. But prior to that, I've got to have a look and see if I can figure out what these are for. Interesting, huh? They're all male connectors. Sorry, female connectors. And a couple of bullets. Probably goes to the main harness, one would imagine. So I'm going to have to look at my reference photographs and figure out exactly where this little beastie goes and where this little beastie goes, because this harness is now complete as such. Yes, I'm not sure what they're for. One will have to check. Alright, again, I'm going to push this video out really before I need to, purely because I want to, and I've got the clips to put on here, but again, I want to zinc plate them. So, not first, next, I have to figure out my zinking machine and why it isn't zinking. So, I hope you enjoy this video. I mentioned in a previous one, get one of these, they're worthwhile. Jaguar Enthusiast Club have them, not sure else who has them. This, as you can see, is totally fucked. I've ordered a new one of those. This, I'm trying to get one from my friend Jagnut. He hasn't responded to me, so I'm going to have to spank his bottom, although he'll probably enjoy that. That just needs a bit of a clean-up. It hasn't had the clean-up yet, so I will be doing that. And that, for the moment, folks, is it. So, get out in the garage and do some shit.